The honourable member for Niagara Centre.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is a pleasure to stand up this evening in the House and speak about C-29. And on behalf of the people of Niagara Centre, Mr. Speaker, I rise today to speak about what this budget will mean for my community, our region, our part of the province of Ontario, and the people in business that call Welland, Thorold, St. Catharines, Port Colborne, and all of the Niagara region home. Since first being elected, Mr. Speaker, last year, I have participated in 3 federal budget consultations in my riding and throughout the Niagara region. The first was last January to ensure my constituents' concerns and aspirations were in fact included, Mr. Speaker, into the budget 2016. At this meeting, I met with over 15 social service groups, immigration groups, environmental groups, poverty groups, business associations, chambers of commerce, unions, and many, many other community leaders. Mr. Speaker, the second consultation last winter was with the Parliamentary Secretary for Finance, the member for St. Maurice Champlain, who joined me and 12 mayors from the Niagara region, the Niagara Regional Chair, various council members, as well as a number of the economic development officers from the area who were all looking to re-engage with the federal government. At both of these meetings, the message was very clear, Mr. Speaker. The citizens of Niagara Centre, the citizens of Niagara, wanted to ensure that the federal government is helping Canadians by doing what we promised to do. 1, to create a business-friendly environment that keeps us competitive in a changing global economy. 2, to provide support for Canadians to learn new skills and new knowledge to successes in a changing world. 3, partner with our provinces, partner with our municipal governments to build the core infrastructure people and business need to be healthy, secure, and to provide a springboard for success in the years to come. And, Mr. Speaker, as well, to provide returns that meet the requirements of a triple bottom line mindset, that being economic, environment, and social. Last week, the member from St. Catharines and I held a pre-budget consultation for Budget 2017. Much of the conversation, however, Mr. Speaker, reflected on the successes of Budget 2016 and the long-term vision of the programs put forward last March. The regional chair, the mayors, the business groups, the social service providers, Brock University, and Niagara College, and other community leaders once again came forward with their desires to build on Budget 2016, to continue to build partnerships between the federal government and the people of my riding of Niagara Centre, but equally as important, the people of the entire Niagara region. These 3 formal consultations allowed me, as well as members of our community, to meet together, once again in partnership, with municipal governments, social service providers, business groups, and educational institutions to discuss in an open dialogue, an open forum, how to strengthen the partnership between these groups and the federal government, but as well meeting the needs of hundreds of residents in my riding, middle-class Canadians, and those working hard to join middle-class Canadians. What I have been hearing from the people of Niagara Centre has been how Budget 2016 helps them. In my riding, we have created a Seniors Council, a group of passionate individuals within our seniors community who meet with me and my staff throughout the year to discuss how governments and service providers can provide seniors to live healthy, independent, full lives. The Niagara Centre Seniors Council supports the Old Age Security Act, which ensures, Mr. Speaker, ensures that in the case of low-income couples who have to live apart, for reasons not attributable to either of them, that the amount of the allowance is to be based on the income of the allowance recipient only. Mr. Speaker, in my riding, we have also created a youth council, a group of engaged and inspirational young people from high school, university, and college, as well as young business owners. These, Mr. Speaker, are the leaders of today. When this group comes together throughout the year, I am excited about Niagara Centre and the Niagara region's future. The Youth Council is motivated. They're motivated by this government's increased investments into Canadian colleges and universities, such as Brock University and Niagara College, both within my riding of Niagara Centre. They are also very supportive of the increased support for middle-class families and those working hard to join middle class. By increasing the amount of federal support for college tuition, they are now moving forward to more support for mental health services. They are, in fact, prioritizing, on behalf of all Canadians, the move forward for enhanced mental health services. In my riding, many families are working hard to provide for their children so today their kids can be successful. The Canada Child Benefit does just that, Mr. Speaker. In early September, when so many of us were getting our kids ready to go back to school, I heard from mothers and fathers in my riding about how helpful the Canada Child Benefit was to them. A family, Mr. Speaker, for example, with an income of $65,000 a year, with 2 school-age children, received a $500 tax-free check in September. Money which is used to help pay for back-to-school supplies, clothes, sports teams, cultural and theatre registrations, and nutritious foods for lunches. My constituency office, Mr. Speaker, in the city of Welland, had many hard-working parents from Port Colborne, Thorold, Welland, and South St. Catharines, as well as from outside the riding, come in to learn more about the CCB. I've had many conversations with parents who have stopped in to thank us and to tell me about how the CCB has been a great help to them. As a father myself, it was incredible to see the effect this particular program had on families who want to ensure that their children have every opportunity to be successful. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2016 is an example of how the federal government can in fact work and create partnerships. Municipal governments, social service providers, the business community, equally as important, hard-working Canadians to help grow our economy, support our next generation of business, as well as innovation, and ensure that Canadians have the support they need to succeed today as well as tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2016 focuses on partnerships that build sound infrastructure while creating good jobs. With a strong focus in supporting hard-working Canadians, after 3 budget consultations to date, several youth and senior advisory committee meetings, consultations with business groups, university, colleges, anti-poverty groups, immigration groups, and various other community organizations, this, Mr. Speaker, is what the people of Niagara Centre have asked for from their government. Once again, establishing triple bottom line results: economic, social, and environment. The result, Mr. Speaker, is for hardworking Canadians. Middle-class families of Niagara and beyond see in Budget 2016 that the Government of Canada is working with them, listening to their needs, their concerns, in order to bring success today while also ensuring the success of future generations. And with that, Mr. Speaker, is responsive government, Mr. Speaker, responsible government. I thank you.